Hello, good morning. It's Saturday, about 11 a.m., Saturday, August 8th, 2026. I am getting a little ambitious. There is a particular soup that I very much like to eat. It's zucchini corn chowder is what we call it, like me and my mom. But I know I've seen it in recipe books as like a summer harvest soup. It's basically zucchinis and corn and tomato and a bunch of cheese and some evaporated milk. Okay. I happen to have, normally you'd use like a 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes, which I more than likely put in the recipe in the description, along with what I used. But I have a container here full of cherry tomatoes that was full, right? And I can't eat them all. They're gonna, so I'm gonna blanch and peel them and use them and throw in some basil and oregano and some garlic. Sorry, the glare off my glasses there. Anyway, and so I thought if you wanted, you could hang out while we cook it up. Let me stick these back in the fridge. Get in there. Okay. So, in order to blanch the tomatoes, what you want to do is score the ends and then dip them in boiling water for about 60 seconds. And then you throw them in an ice bath and the skin should peel right off. But these are very tiny. I've never done it with cherry tomatoes before. I've only ever done it with like a tomato, right? Like a regular size guy. So let me do this. Okay. And just weighed them out a little over 14 ounces just because I know once I peel them and the container they were in, because I didn't, you know what I mean? So I get to about 14 ounces, I guess, after it's all done. Where is a colander? Do I have one up here? Whoops, yep. Fine. That's fine. Okay. Here, tell you what. Also, my fan is running above the oven, or the stove there, because I'm getting my water boiling, right? For the blanching. Whoops. Hey, there's a view of the outside. Sorry. There we go. Knife. Gosh, where are they? There they are. I have one in here. Where should I? Here, we'll go like this. And then I'll put them in here. Just waiting for my dishes to dry, right? Okay. Just rinse them. Oh man, do you think this will work? I should have a duller knife. Let's try a steak knife. Just gonna wreck the skin. This is gonna take too long. I need a knife. I need it sharpened is what I need. And I think they're too dull, honestly. So just score the bottom is what you're trying to do here. I need my knife sharpened. My knives. Oh, my knives sharpened. I'm gonna bust up all these tomatoes. What can I use instead? Is this one sharp? That's a serrated guy. I'm just gonna chew through the skin. Oh, that's better. There we go. Okay. Still kind of cut in half, but I'll end up chopping them all up anyway. Even though the cut's kind of deep, you know what I mean, into the flesh, it's fine. Like, I don't know, who the hell has time to stand around and do this, right? Yeah, I get you. Most of us don't. I generally don't, but I'm, you know, I don't I hate wasting the food, man. It really bothers me. So I have a couple of bananas over here that I should probably make some bread out of too, just because they didn't get eaten fast enough either. This might not work. It might not. You never know. Come on. There we go. If I did it on the other end, it would have been easier. I did it on the stem end. There we go. Do it on the blossom end. It's a little easier to get into. And this way, we'll boil them down. If there's any, I don't know what kind of bacteria on the veggies right now these days, right? Put it in my hand. There you go. Oh, that one busted open. He'll be fine. I'm gonna make a mess. Red ones are really kind of soft. Okay. I might need more than... The red ones are really, really ripe, right? They need to be eaten. There we go, a little firmer. Got half of it. No. We'll see. Sorry, this is probably taking too long. But you can always speed up or skip through. That one's too soft. We'll just eat it. Pretty good. For the love of Pete. Come on. No. Those red ones, those like purpley ones, are a little too ripe. They're gonna fall apart on me. You know, I probably could have just left the skin on them. Like in the soup, you know? It's not bad. It's not like a big deal. How's your day going? You having a good one? Taking care of yourself? Right? Rest when you need to rest. Keep going. But make sure you fill up your body, you know? Water and food and nutrition and love from friends and family. Get a hug. Or give a hug. Those are good too. There you go. So I'm about the only person in this house who likes this soup. My mother loves it though, so I'll probably share it with her if I can't eat the whole thing. It doesn't make a great big batch. It's about 4 cups of water in it and the can of evaporated milk, you know. But, so not like a whole big, I don't know, her and I, my mom and I were talking about if we could freeze it, and she's read, if you do, you gotta leave the cheese out, or you should, because it might make it, there's 2 cups of cheddar cheese in it, so. I don't know if that's enough. That one's gonna be too soft. Let's come back. Oh, and I cut the wrong end again. That's okay. Too soft. Maybe you should grab a few more out of there. No? This is fine. Yeah. Hang on. I'm gonna do just a little bit more. Okay, my water's boiling. Let me just get the firmer ones here. Okay, just a handful more. Okay. All right. And then, oh, where's my knife I was using? I need some ice water over here. Probably just use this ice cream bucket I got next to me. I have next to me. Sorry. Correcting my own grammar. That's an old habit. Sorry. All right. Tomato juice down there. Put some ice in here. I don't need a ton, but you know, okay. And then I need a tool. So I can put my tomatoes in the hot water, boil them for 60 seconds. It's just a flash, right? In the pan. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna set my timer because you know what? I always think it's 60 seconds and it's been 20. I don't, you know what I mean? Like if I try and do it myself, I'll undershoot it. These are pretty tiny. They probably won't need 60 seconds. Maybe we could just eyeball it, right? Okay. Here, it's on 45. I'll just hit start. Here we go. Oof. I don't want to burn myself here. Here we go. Did I hit start? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. So, they're in there. That's not going to be enough. I think I should have done the whole container. Don't you think? Like, I don't think that's going to be enough. Did it not start? What? Oh, that wasn't seconds? Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Start. Isn't that a timer? No. Cancel. What do you think? Has that been a minute? Jesus. Or what, I suppose just 1 minute is I don't even know how to work the timer on my oven. All right, that's starting to come off. So, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna pour that in my ice bath right there. Okay. feel like I should do the whole package. Like I'm not gonna have enough, you know? Hang on. Let's come back over here. Come back over here and well, turn this off. For now, turn that off for now. Okay, so let's see if this slips off. Ooh, look at that. It worked. Okay, I'll just leave the, ooh, this one's gonna fall apart on me. Yeah, those really bright white red ones, man, they're hard to get out of there. That's still pretty hot. There, I'll just throw the smush in there, it's fine. I don't want the water in there though, sorry. Come, you come here. There you go. Slip it off, look at that, it slips right off. Okay, let's see that again. So, because I scored the end, and then the peeling just comes right off and you get the fruit in your hand like that. So, here we go. Might get a little squish, that's okay. Oh, that one didn't get done. All right, take the skin off. There we go. Sometimes they'll just kind of come off by themselves. You know, like you don't even have to work that hard at it, so. There we go. Ugh, made a dog's breakfast out of that one. That's okay. Okay. No, and I'm not even gonna like core or, they're so small, man. You can eat the whole thing. You know what I mean? It won't hurt you. Boy, if you need something to do to feel present, peel tomatoes with your bare hands. There. Oh, those yellow ones are so pretty. Yeah, it's better to do the blossom end and not the stem. The skin will come loose better. I kind of cut it in the wrong end there. That's okay. What a pain in the ass. Yeah, admittedly. It was this or doom scroll, so I chose this. So. There were a couple of blue jays out here this morning. That's nice. They're nice to see. They're bigger than a person expects, I swear. They were out here just right on the deck, on the railing, just right in front of the kitchen window here. They show up in the mornings. Not in the high heat of summer. They usually, in the spring and the fall, I see them a lot. But that's about it. And I hear them, right? Because they're mimics, so they'll mimic a hawk or, you know, other, usually though they've got a pretty, what's the right word for that? Like a memorable screeching call, I guess, kind of, you know? That want to come off. No, just let him go. Maybe not in the water long enough, in the boiling water. My husband is working hard every damn day. You know, we don't want to complain because he has work, right? So we're not going to cry about it. But he needs a Sunday off. Or a day. It doesn't have to be Sunday, but not every single day of the week without a single day of rest, you know? I don't know. That man has a hard time resting in that sense. I don't know that he actually gets refueled by like sitting around or, you know what I mean? Like if he's got a day off, he'll go mow his mom's lawn or something. Or, you know, mow ours, or do, you know, I catch up on stuff, I guess. But like, even if it was all done and nothing needed to be done, he would, that's kind of, you know, like everybody has their meditation in different ways. Like I can't sit cross-legged and meditate. I don't, it doesn't work for me. So I'd rather go outside, go for a walk, just listen to the trees and the birds and not, you know, I don't know, a yammering by somebody, you know, even though I am yammering to people. Hopefully. Hopefully this is relaxing for you, you know, and so on some level, you know, watching somebody peel tomatoes, I guess, huh? There we go. That would make about a can. I mean, we're getting there, right? Like if I had to eyeball it. A can of stewed tomatoes or diced, chopped. I have some garlic, some oregano, and some basil. Probably throw it in here, had a little, I guess, like Italian seasoning, you know? There we go. The basil and the oregano I have to pick from my own garden, which is fine and lovely. I was able to perennialize a patch of oregano out there underneath the hollyhocks. And it's still alive and doing well. I'm very proud. Actually, I have some in the cupboard too. I mean, I've dried some over the years, so. Like last summer. I should probably use it up. Cut that one too much. That one is too soft. That one is bleh, very soft. It's hardly. We'll use it. There we go. Hear all the crickets out there chirping. Oh, that one came off perfect. Pigeons, doves. 25 minutes to get the tomatoes ready, huh? Good Lord. Ah, those are too soft. Can't do anything with those. There we go. Those yellow ones peel nicely. Nice and firm. A little cherry. Oh, except for that one, the skin wasn't quite blanched off of there. It's mush. It's fine. You can still eat it. Oh, that one's not going to go for me. Here we go, this one. Hey, that one came off. Huh, I didn't even think this would work. I thought for sure, like I'm just going to make a huge mess and then end up tossing them. I'm really glad this worked. You know, you never know till you try, man. And sometimes if it's a fail, you gotta waste it. So I took a chance. Okay. I got a couple of them in here, but they're falling apart. I'm gonna leave that one. Okay. This. Give me this. Should throw this water out on the garden, huh? Make good use of it. Even though there's all the peelings in there, I don't know. Probably attract a bunch of voles and shit. Okay, sorry. All right, tell you what. I have to go outside and pick some basil and oregano. I should weigh these tomatoes. Let's see how much I have here. With the container, how much does the container weigh? Let's find out. I have another one somewhere. No, I didn't. I lied. Does it even weigh that much? No, hardly. Okay. 1 pound. That's a pound of tomatoes? All right. So I'm going to get set up and go pick some herbs, and I'll be back. Okay, I grabbed my herbs. Now I'm ready to get moving. So I'm gonna cut this, cook this up in this lodge. You could probably use any kind of soup kettle. Okay, so, but I need 3 cups, a 1/3 cup of butter cubed in the bottom. You probably could use olive oil. Just coat the bottom of the pan, but I'm gonna add the butter. So a third cup of butter. Let's do that. Let me get this open. You know, I should stick that back in the fridge. I don't need all of them out right now. Find a spot for it. There we go. Okay. Where is the 1/3 cup? Give me this one. Right there. Save that for some other day, for some other project, for some other food. I don't think I really need to cube this up. It's pretty soft. That's a lot of butter. Here, we'll go like that. There we go. Wash my hands. Out of soap. Hello. Turn that down. Way down, on low. I just want my butter to melt. I don't want to burn it. Do you want something? Do you want me to pause? 1 second. And we're back. 1 medium onion. This is, what do you think? Is that a little bigger than a medium? You know? Cut this up, kind of a rough chop. Can you even see what I'm doing here? Okay. Move over. We'll do a little bit more here. Okay. Now I'm going to throw this in with my 3rd cup of butter, right? And I'm going to throw some garlic in there. What do I have? What do these look like? I did pick some up at the farmer's market, but I'm going to hang on to that. I'll use this store-bought stuff for now. Where can I put this? I need to put this in the fridge. Let me get a container. I can find the lid somewhere. There. And I can use that again. Tacos or something, right? Back to the garlic. Make a mess. Does it matter if they're a little dark in color? The garlic, yeah? Oh, I don't think so. That still looks good. Okay. My attempts at peeling garlic over here. Jeez. Good Lord. There we go. Thank you. Throw that in there. See if I can't peel up a whole clove here. Or, you know, a few, I guess. I'll cut that in half. I don't think the recipe calls for garlic. Or oregano or basil, but I'm using it. We have a can of diced tomatoes in the cupboard, and it says, well, that's my evaporated milk. Italian style, petite diced with basil, garlic, and oregano. So, and this is good until 2026, and so I thought, well, I'll just keep it, you know, because I can use it later and sort of manufacture my own, right? So with the cherry tomatoes I'm working on here. My oldest went to school to be a chef. He doesn't work as a chef now anymore. He did, but I don't know, man. After it's working in a kitchen is hard work, man. And you have to forfeit a lot of your evenings and your weekends, right? So he took a pivot. But he probably watched this video and like, geez, Mom, you're murdering it. I don't know. Get it done. That's all that matters. Okay, what do we got in there? 3 of them? 4 of them? Let's add another one. Kind of like that. He was very much also interested in a farm-to-table model. And he discovered, you know, kind of once you get into the kitchen, it's a lot harder to pull off year-round, right? So, I mean, you have to buy in food, you know what I mean? Yeah. Here's a question for the chef, I'm not sure. Do I add in my herbs now, or do I wait until the soup is mostly done and then add them in? Because I want to add them in now, you know? So, and a 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Okay. Turn this up a little bit. Because I want to soften up those onions a bit in the butter. Okay. But you know, I'm going to add some oregano here. That has floured, but take the flowers off. Rinsed it off. Let's do this the easy way. Like that. And I'm gonna just, gosh, I don't even need to chop that up. I think I'm just gonna tear it up, okay? Leaves are small enough. Oregano. I also grabbed some lemon thyme because, oh my God, does it smell good. Find some. Which is also mostly floured, but I think I can get some off of there. Okay. Throw our salt and pepper in there too right away, I suppose. I also have some basil. Oh, excuse me. Sweet basil. Tear the leaves off. Oh, that smells good. I love it. Take the stems off, okay? Keep the leaves. I'm just gonna tear them up. you get enough basil? You think? It's hard to tell. Okay, let's put some more in there. Sorry, I'm like out of frame doing this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Add a little bit of salt. Okay. And some pepper around here somewhere. Okay. I suppose you can't really see what I'm doing here. I mean, kind of. Just until the onions are soft. Here, come here. It's pretty. You should see it. See? Okay, I'm going to add those tomatoes because they need to sort of cook down, right? Because I didn't even chop them up, but they'll cook sort of apart is what will happen. Mostly on the fly over here. I'm making it up as we go. Okay, I mean, not really, I have a recipe, but I just have an ingredients list. I don't have a how-to, and this is what goes next, so. It's on my hand. Is there dirt on that? I rinsed it off. Smells good. Let's stick the lid on it. Sorry, I'm reading over the recipe here. This is, can you read that? Yeah. Okay. I just want the tomatoes to cook down a little bit. So in the meantime, tell you what, we'll cut this up a bit. This zucchini. This one's a fair size. Well, it was about to go over, but it's okay, it's edible. Okay? I don't want to waste it. This one's good. Get rid of my butt ends there. Get rid of my garlic peelings. That's all right. You know, kind of chunky. That's actually, I was worried I wasn't going to have enough, but I think this is a good amount. So, chop up these tomatoes a little bit. Here, where can I put you? There you go. There you go. Okay. Hold with one hand here. You know, if I would have used like a hamburger masher or something, it'd probably be a little easier, but this is working. I've got this on medium heat, kind of the low end of medium. It's on a 4 for me. Oh, it smells good. All right. How are we doing here? Tomatoes. Kind of chunky, but not whole, right? There you go. Okay, I'm gonna add the zucchini to that. Okay, oops. Got you sitting on my pile of veggies here. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna pick them up and throw them in. That end piece looks kind of, oops, that one hit the floor. That's okay. That can go in the compost along with that. Okay. That one's kind of big. Let's cut that in half. There we go. Yeah. So, then we need 3 cups of water and 3 teaspoons of chicken bouillon. You could probably use 3 cups of chicken broth if you happen to have a carton on hand, or, okay, instead of, if you don't have the bouillon, okay? But we happen to have some. So that's what I'm gonna use. 3 tablespoons and 3 cups of water. Sorry, 3 teaspoons. I keep saying tablespoons, don't I? Teaspoons. Teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. Okay. One. 2. 3, you know, you could probably use vegetable stock too if you'd prefer to go somewhat vegan. I mean, there's a lot of cheese and cream in this, so I mean, it's meatless otherwise, right? Like, it's just vegetables, but okay. And I need 3 cups of water. Let's stir this up. That was 2. Yeah. 2 and a, all my words are off of my thing. It's 2 and some, okay? And then a teaspoon of lemon juice. Which, I don't know if I would have had directions. It might have told me to toss the zucchini in the lemon juice, I'm not sure. So I've done. How come I can never get the lid off? There we go. Off of that. One teaspoon lemon juice. Yep. Okay, we'll just do like this. Okay. Okay. Let that heat up a bit. We have yet to add 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese and frozen corn, and that's it, I think. Yeah, you garnish the top with a bit of Parmesan if you would like to. It's really good. So 3 tablespoons salt, pepper, ooh, a 1/3 cup of flour, I'm supposed to thicken it up. I wonder if I should have coated the zucchini in the flour. It'll be fine. 1/3 cup, isn't that just 3 tablespoons? I don't think so, right? No, it's like a few. Hang on. Like, should I have added it in with the butter and the onions? You know what I mean? I'm not a chef, man. And I suppose if you have an issue with gluten, skip the flour. You could probably use cornstarch. It serves the same purpose. Here, clean up a little bit, huh? Okay. It's gonna be lumpy. Turn this heat up. There you go. Or, you know, honestly, since it's a thickener, you could just sort of cook the liquid down a little bit and avoid the flour or the cornstarch altogether. It's just a thickener. Okay, I'm gonna bring that up to a boil, and then I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer, because I'm guessing, quite frankly, right? Yeah, we're nearly there. You see my bananas? You know, a little dark. My mother-in-law tells me I should stick them in the fridge because I think it'll slow them down, and then I could just make some bread out of them. But I think we'll get to it. Maybe tomorrow, because it's supposed to be cooler and I don't want to run the oven at 400 today. You know what I mean? I've got a high of like 96, which is 66 or 33 Celsius. That's not right. You take the Fahrenheit, you minus 30 and you divide it by 2. So 60, 30? That seems too warm. But I suppose 40 is 104. Math. Anyway. Tomorrow though, low 80s. And then next week, good Lord, the universe willing, we'll get some rain. It's on the forecast, so boy do we need it so badly too. The creek beds and I mean, it's summer, so the river is low anyway, but it's low. Oh, hey, there we go. We're on a simmer. There we go. my flour cooked down so it's not lumpy, you know. We have to add a can of evaporated milk yet. And the frozen corn. You know, I think I'll throw that in there. It's gonna cool it off. So, and then we'll bring it back up to a boil. 1 10-ounce package of frozen corn. Well, this is 12. I think we'll live. Is there a 10-ounce frozen corn on the market? Okay. How do you feel about corn in soup? I kind of dig it. But then again, I like pineapple on a pizza too, so I'm one of those strange ones, you know what I mean? I like all kinds of food. I don't shy away from too much, you know what I mean? All right. Bring this back up to a simmer. Oops, I'm all over the place here. Yeah. Here, while I wait for that, let me just clean up a little bit. You know, it's a bit of a process, but that's okay. I had an epiphany. Do you know what makes us different from the animal kingdom? I mean, a lot of things, like, you know, painting the Sistine Chapel or writing the Fifth Symphony, Beethoven, right? Like stuff like that. We cook our food, human beings. Like, it's a thing. It's a community thing. It's a family thing. It's a, right? Like, we come together and we cook our food and then we eat it together. I don't know. My oldest and I were having a conversation about animals. He's like, there are some animals who do some preparation to their food. I don't know if they really get up to cooking the way that we do, right? Like, where you add in a bunch of different stuff and make a masterpiece out of zucchini, I guess, right? I guess my point in all that is, if you're having a hard time feeling human lately, cook something. Still simmering. Got some garlic here, cloves that I still haven't. Oh, that's just a skin. Let me pick these up. And I will stick them in my little container. Kind of working around you here too, so I'm gonna stick all this in my bucket. All right, we're simmering. We're simmering. I'm gonna add the evaporated milk. And the cheese. Man, I want the zucchini soft, but I don't want it mush, right? So, shake well. Let's wipe the top of that off. Okay, and you know what? I should probably add that cheese in there. Oh, there's a little more liquid now. Cheese. Which I bought pre-shredded because you know it's cheap. So 2 cups cheddar. You do a mild, you could do a white cheddar, an orange cheddar, whatever you want. Okay. Hell, man, you could probably do a pepper jack or like a Monterey Jack, like whatever flavor you're into, you know. I'm doing a mild cheddar. I'm not a super sharp fan, so it's fine. I wonder what it'd be like with some hot peppers. I don't know. Put the lid on that. I'm gonna let that cook down for just a minute. Then we're gonna give it a taste test. See how that does. 1 second. You know what's really good with this? It's like a hard, crusty loaf of French bread, and you just, you know, dredge it through the soup and eat it. It's really good. Wipe my counter off here. What does it look like? Let's find out, shall we? Okay. Oh, stabbing my bananas. Oh, shit. The peelings are coming off them. I really have to do something with them like today. Okay. Oh, man. We need to try this. We need to try it. I'm gonna do it the hard way, kind of. I wanna know if the zucchini are done. Put them in there. Ooh, I can smell the cheese. That's nice. And let me move you over a little bit so I don't burn myself on the stove here. All right. Yeah, okay. So when you sit down to serve it though, you want to put some Parmesan on it. The zucchini's kind of softer. It's gonna be really hot though. I have some Parmesan. Well, that's what we get for trying to just shove it all in here. Stay light. Oh man, it's like it's wayward Another one. Oh my God. Ugh. Ugh. I can't leave them under there. Mice. I'll rinse them off. They'll be fine. Okay. What the heck was I doing? Parmesan cheese. I think we have an open container. And I don't want to. There we go. Parmesan. Okay. Well, now that zucchini should be plenty cool, huh? After all that mess. That's hella good. I love it. Like, I love it. Maybe a little more salt. Although, I could just put it on, right? Instead of adding it to the soup. Oh. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to take some over to my mom. Now we're boiling. Okay. And sticking to the bottom a little bit. Turn off the heat. Let's take it off the heat. Ugh. Man, is that loud, huh? Okay, let me try it one more time without burning myself here. Oops. Little, those tomatoes turned out just fine. Tastes really good, actually. You can taste a hint of the sweetness from the tomato, a little bit of the acidity, the cheese, definitely, right? And the zucchini is good, and it's fresh. I just picked it a few days ago. Put a little salt on there. Maybe a little more pepper in the pot, too. But you gotta really like pepper, I suppose. I love pepper. Here, you can't even see what I'm doing. It's all right, I'll show you. A little bit more, right? Okay. Oh, should we throw some Parmesan on there? Yep, a little bit more. Okay. So if you make a big old batch, right? Throw it on over the top. Holy cow. Took the better part of the morning, but I finally made lunch. It's good. It's really not that complicated, honestly. I mean, especially if you're using a can of crushed tomatoes. You don't have to go through that whole big mess I did in the beginning. And then all my tomatoes that I dropped on the floor. I'll rinse them off. They're fine. Oh man, I tell you what. Like, for real. It's really good. I'm sweating. That big chunk of zucchini was pretty warm. All right. That's enough of that. I thank you for your time. And give it a go. Give it a try if you're interested. You have a good day.